What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Trey's Trades, where we get technical analysis on different stocks in the stock market, as well as potential buy, hold, or sell opinions on these given stocks. I'd like to preface by saying that I am not a financial advisor nor expert. I am just some random dude on YouTube, so take what I say with a grain of salt. I drank my first cup of coffee for the day, so I'm feeling a lot more awake. Hope you guys enjoy the enthusiasm. The reason that I started this channel is because a couple years back, I was pretty deep in medical debt, about $30,000 in medical debt. And I had some close family and friends and mentors that pushed me to work really hard, put my money in the stock market, and invest, and all that work paid off because I am now financially free and I have no more of that medical debt. So if it weren't for those guys, my life would be a whole lot different. And if I can pass along some of that information, the resources, the tools to you guys, so maybe you can do the same for somebody else, that would mean the world to me. Lastly, before we get going, if you wouldn't mind dropping a like on the video and subscribing to the channel if you want to join the community out here at Trey's Trades, I really would appreciate it. It does help out the channel a lot, and I do post content like this daily. So with that being said, let's get into today's ticker symbol, which is JAGX, Jaguar Health Incorporated. And I have covered this stock before, but for those who maybe have not been around for some of those videos, I will pull up the overall view on JAGX and just read it to you quick. So Jaguar Health is a commercial stage pharmaceuticals company which engages in the development of gastrointestinal products. Its products include Canalevia, Equilevia, and Neonorm. It operates through the human health and animal health segments. The human health segment manufactures human products and the ongoing advertising of Mytesi, which is used for the symptomatic relief of non-infectious diarrhea in adults with HIV and AIDS on antiretroviral therapy. The animal health segment commercializes prescription and non-prescription products for company and product animals. The company was founded by Lisa A. Kant on June 6, 2013 and is headquartered in San Francisco, California. Now, I probably butchered almost all of those mumbo-jumbo pharmaceutical words, but I gave it my best shot, so you guys have to give me a little bit of credit here. This stock took off because recently they had some pretty positive results on two of their drugs. One of them is Mytesi, and the other one was Canalevia. And they had some really positive results that drove the stock price up exponentially. Like they were at 0.3407 cents and got all the way up to a buck 23. So that's some intense growth. And if you were able to ride that out for those 2 days, pat yourself on the back, man. I had no idea. honest to God with you guys, I was bashing on this stock. I didn't think it was worth a penny until I did a little more due diligence. So people proved me wrong, and I'm definitely willing to admit when I'm wrong. There's some potential here. However, the potential with this stock is not necessarily with the financials situation. If we pull up Jaguar Health on Yahoo Finance and we look at analysis, I will pull this up for you real quick. If we look at the current year, they're in the negative for most things, and there's not much projected for 2021 yet. So it's really tough to say. Revenue estimate, pretty standard stuff. They did have some solid sales growth though, so that is a nice thing to notice, although they are projected to be lower for 2021. But regardless, you're not in this kind of company for the financials. You're in this kind of company for the research, for the drugs that they manufacture, and for the news catalyst. Because, these guys are looking at, treatment methods for gastrointestinal induced cancer. And if you find a cure to that, or you find some sort of treatment to that, people will go freaking ape S word. I'm not gonna say it because this is a friendly channel, but people would go nuts for sure. And that's what you see here. That's why we saw 33 cents go all the way up to $1.27, 3, 6, 9, 12. That's 400% growth in one day, and that's the power that pharmaceutical penny stocks have, guys. This is what you're looking for here. So I have not read that there is any any research that is supposed to come out in the near future. If anybody in the comment section down below does know of a date that Jaguar Health Incorporated is expected to release some news, if you wouldn't mind sharing, that would be awesome. I would appreciate that a lot, and so would everybody else here on the channel. But with that being said, let's look at the technicals here and see how we're looking. So if we look at the 10-day chart, we have 1, 2, 3 solid bullish days, and the other 7 are either consolidation or price correction. And what's really surprising, I guess this isn't the pre-market, but what's really surprising is there really hasn't been a lot of price correction in the actual regular market hours. I mean, we had this super steep sell-off right here at the end of the day on the 23rd. But other than that, I mean, it has been pretty smooth sailing. Granted, this is a penny stock. I mean, every cent really stings here, but it's been pretty solid consolidation, and we are establishing a very solid new base here. I do like that it's not just dropping back down to 33 cents. We are established in the 68 to 70 cent range, which is a very positive thing to see in a stock when it shoots up so much. This is what I would call a bullish flag. Now, when a stock is getting ready to take off for its next launch to newer highs and newer higher lows, it needs to establish a solid base, and that's what it's doing right now, guys. This looks like a very solid consolidation phase. It's hard for me to predict whether or not this will take off today. I would look to see if there's any news that's coming out on this stock. If you have, if you follow the marketwatch.com, finance on Yahoo should give you some ideas. Just watch to see what kind of news catalyst comes out on this. And if you are expecting news catalyst, get ahead of the curve. If you can buy into the stock before the news comes out, if you can beat that, if you can buy in on the hype and sell the news, that's where you're gonna lock in the most profit, guys. That's huge. Let's look at the volatility here. Actually, there is a decent amount of volume. Wow, holy crap. I stand corrected. I thought this was going to be in the low thousands, but that just means this was absolutely parabolic. Holy crap. Yeah. All right. Well, the volume's actually not that bad. It is pretty consistent, about the same. This is a 15-minute chart, so anywhere between 290,000 and a million seems pretty standard. 5 million right at market open, that's pretty standard. So I'd be looking to see if we return to any sort of volume like we've seen in the past. Like this right here, guys, this was a huge indicator that something was about to freaking pop off on this thing. If you see a huge spike in volume that is uncharacteristic of trading on the stock, like 4 days of regular volume, and all of a sudden, this is interesting, why the heck are we seeing this huge spike? That means you need to look something up. You need to look up that company. You need to figure out why the frick they are trading so much higher in volume than they were previously. That is a sign that something is about to pop off. And if you see that happen again, guys, do some reading, find some news. I'll do the same, and I'll try and make it a little bit easier for you guys, but that is a huge indicator right here. So if we see that trend again, if we see that pattern repeat itself, I would make sure that you have a pretty solid position in this stock. Now I want to establish some pretty solid levels of resistance and support. We're going to pull up the 1-minute chart. This is a penny stock, so keep in mind it's very easy for it to drop below or go above both support and resistance. We're going to draw a resistance level right here. We've got 2 touch points at 73.09, so I'll call that a resistance level. And we'll draw up a support level right here for you. We've got 4 touch points right here. And I like that the candlestick wicks do touch this. That is a sign of price rejection. That's a sign of both weak buyers and weak sellers. We see it on both ends. So this 67.65 does seem like a very solid support level. And secondarily, we have one more support line down here at 66.27. Not a huge difference, but a cent is a lot when you're only trading at 67 cents. So write those numbers down if you need to. Keep those in the back of your mind. If we do dip below either of these levels, or somewhere in the middle right now, we are closer to the 67.65. We are trading below the volume moving average, which means the bears are currently in control. Keep that in the back of your head. But if we do drop below this, I would expect a red day. It's not very often that we drop below a support level that we come back, unless there's some solid positive catalyst that comes out. But expect for the worst, hope for the best. That's what I always tell myself in the trading game. Watch for the volume. If we have crazy volume, like I said earlier, volume drives volatility. Volatility drives higher price valuations. And if you see high volume, that means something's about to pop off, guys. Get ready for it. Ride the train. If we pop above this 7309, I think the next level that you're going to be looking for is a previous level of support. And that looks to be about here. This is a very solid level of support at about 76 cents, 76.21. So watch for that secondarily. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, this is a huge level right here, guys. So watch for that, 76.21. We've got a lot of touch points, so that's going to be something you really need to keep on your radar. That is what I have for Jaguar Health Incorporated today, guys. I hope that was helpful. Please let me know in the comment section down below if you find any news that you'd like me to cover on this, or if you'd just like to inform the other people in the community here at Trey's Trades so that we can all be on the same page, all rocking, all cooking with Crisco. Please drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it. It really does help out the channel. And consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this. I do post videos daily, and I would appreciate the support. With that being said, that is all that I have for you today, and I will see you all next time. Peace.